Everybody knows Ralph. This is his brother-in-law, Robby. Say hi to them. Robby is, wearing the colors of the deflated blues, and we talked about it before the service. I thought it's nice of you to stay true. These guys were a part of a missions team that went to Mexico recently. We want to talk about that a little bit this morning. But Ralph, it dawned on me, you've been on the couch a handful of times, and I've never asked you the most embarrassing thing that you've ever seen Susie do.
Nothing.
There we go. I hear you. Apparently, she's never done anything embarrassing. That's shocking to me. It's a good answer.
She's a wonderful woman.
No question about that. I didn't think there was a problem there. Talk to us about when you guys went, who went, and what you were hoping to do when you went to Mexico this year.
The group consisted of 4 of us this year. Robby, who is Sue's brother.
Oh, that's why you said nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's the one that did all the bad stuff.
He did the embarrassing things, right?
Matt Gummersall, Dennis Stevens, and myself. We went the end of February to Juarez, El Paso, Juarez, the YWAM base there. They have a program to build houses for local church members, and the house we built this year, we joined, since it was only 4 of us, we joined with a group of men from Pennsylvania who was, I think there were 6 of them, so we built a house 20-foot square in 5 days.
20 by 20 in 5 days.
And painted, and there's a picture of it, and that's the couple.
That's a delightful color.
They picked the colors.
Yeah. You know what I think of? You guys are going to do that stuff. First of all, either one of you, what's the motivation? Why go do this?
Well, it's something, for me, it's something I can do to touch people.
Yeah.
I can manage a group and take us there and get us back alive with God's help.
It's important. That part's important.
And in previous years, Juarez was a very mean town. It's not quite so this now. It's changed a little. They've gotten a handle on some of the violence, so it's not like it was.
We've been having people go in and out of Juarez, that area, for a long time in various capacities, and some of that is the result of that. We all know, in Mexico's in the news every day, our beloved president doesn't want those people coming here. And so I think doing ministry right there is so vital, so important for us to be there, to be a face, to be a message, to be an anchor, an outreach of love. I mean, is that part of it as well?
Oh, yeah. The border towns get flooded with people coming to get a better life. Middle Mexico is a farming communities. They grow a lot of food, cattle, but there's not much work there. So all the border towns get flooded with people looking for money, looking for work, looking just to get by. So the ministry there to the people in these towns through the churches. I mean, we can't do it per se, but the churches that are in Juarez that can minister to these people, and YWAM is a big part of that with their orphanage and their outreaches, other outreaches. They do a lot of stuff, the street ministry and ministry to the elderly and just to people.
It's cool. Robby, this is the first time you went with our guys, or have you been there before? Talk to us about you.
It's actually my second time I went. Ralph's been asking me for 30 years to go with him, and I keep tearing him down, and now I'm hooked.
Tell us why. That's incredible. Tell us what happened to you, why this was valuable to you, and why you're hooked.
Well, it's just to I don't know how to explain it, but just to see a different culture like that, and then just to help the people out, and it's just a blessing to help them. So I feel that, what we built, most people's garages are bigger than what we built, but that's more than they had. So
Think about not having a home and some strangers walk up and build you a house in the name of the Lord. I mean, that's so stinking profound, what you guys are doing. Ralph, you've been bugging Robby for 30 years, and you've been doing this on and on and on over the years. Talk about what kind of people you're looking for in the future to join in.
God will use anybody. We have the group that comes from Pennsylvania. This is our second year working with them. Last year they built another house, and they had more people. And I think God put us together this year just to build a relationship among people. But the one gentleman, his wife comes, his daughter and son came this year. Last year it was just his wife and daughter came, and everybody worked on the site. I mean, there's all kinds of things. As you can see, it's painted. It's ready to go, ready to move in. We put in the electric, we put in the drywall, we painted it inside and out, and so it's ready to live in. And there's a lot of stuff that can be done by anybody. So it's always been my heart to have couples go,
Honey?
and again, the word to me in this is relationships. When you spend a week with somebody building a house, you have a relationship with them. It's not the Sunday morning or even the Thursday morning meetings and stuff like that we have here. It's so much more building godly relationships among people.
Man. Anybody out there, you have a question for Ralph or Robby about this trip? Tons of me. I always ask all the questions. Anybody? It's really important. I saw a hand on the way back. Yeah, Ralph. Walter. Is it Walter?
Generally, the February time frame, we will be having a fundraiser towards the end of the year, at the beginning of the year. It just depends on how schedules work. You've always supported our fundraisers. We didn't have one this year for some reason, so we will plan one next year. One of the things that Robby had mentioned earlier, on Friday night we have a meeting before we leave at the YWAM base, and we share things. And one of the things Robby shared was that when you walk down the street in Mexico, it's dirt roads, it's buildings with pallets for walls, tarps. The people greet you we had to walk a half a block to the bathroom, to the church that was up the street. So we did that a lot, and you'd say hi, and of course they'd, return in Spanish, and that's all we got, bueno, So, but the fellowship of just being there and talking to these people, you kind of feel their heart. And this house, because it's brightly painted and standing out, is now a point for this couple to minister to the neighborhood.
It's powerful.
And the church that's there can minister to that neighborhood. So
it's powerful.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's Ralph and Robby. Thank you.
Thank you.